What's going on, guys? I was going to do this like an hour ago, but I'm having a bit of an existential crisis, if you want to call it that. Um, Essentially, all of my white t-shirts have holes in them, and the holes keep getting bigger. And it's getting to the point where there's no point in even wearing them. But they're my favorite, and I don't want to get rid of them. So I just don't know what to do, and it's kind of bothersome, so. Anyways. Um, I found out about this Korean thing called, aespa? No, that's the band. Shit. Okay, hold on. Pujogum. So I should make this bigger, but I'm not going to. Pujogum. Cash gift giving is widely practiced in South Korea and plays a crucial role in social relationships. Blah 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 blah. A sum is selected based on the closeness to the recipient. So if I if I'm supposed to understand this correctly, it's an honor. It's supposed to be an honor that Tiffany Young selected me, or Wang, or Stephanie, whatever the fuck, to pajogium her $100,000. Keep in mind, we've opened line of communications again. She's just being cunty because she's mad. Dad, you owe me $20 because one time me and my dad were talking and I was like, I forgot what. And my dad was like, you know, you're never going to find a woman like your mother ever. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, there's none like her in the world. I guarantee you. And I was like, thanks, Dad. That's a load off my mind. You're wrong, Dad. I found one crazier. All right? You owe me $20. Anyways, so. Tiffany is mad that I called her 52 kilograms. Alright? She's not mad. By the way, look, I'm not trying to be a douchebag. I've lived a good life. Alright? Like, look. I shouldn't say this, but Coinbase was able to steal the 100 Bitcoin from me in 2014, allegedly, when Silk Road 2.0 was being shut down and I was living in a swamp with my niece and I was babysitting my niece. And it was just before the summer. It was like the spring of Sprout. It wasn't the summer of Sprout. But essentially, it was the time when, like, I had to babysit my niece because everyone else had a job, so like they had to go to work, and they didn't want to get her a babysitter because all that crazy shit and all that whatnot. And I remember she woke up and she came like in tears. She's like, "Uncle, where's mommy? Mommy's at work. She'll be back later. Uncle, where's daddy? Daddy's at work. He'll be back later." And she just looked at me like, "I'm gonna go wash my pad," because like as long as someone was around that she felt safe with, she didn't care, right? Anyways, so I remember when. Like, no one was home when it happened. We got it on camera. But when I had the shootout with my Enfield, with the rogue agents and all that bullshit, and basically held them off and all that bullshit, my my niece's dad, my brother, said that someone in an unmarked police car tried to run him off the road over in the Richmond area at the same time. It's a whole other thing I don't want to get into right now. But I had to make a decision. I remember I was holding my niece in my arms. She was like 3, right? And I'm like coddling her and like, doing one of those things. And she's like, ah, ah. And I can remember she has my net hunter and she's spinning the Tor button over and over and over again, which just changes the proxy because that was fun for her. I had to make a decision because of the KYC is how they always get you on crypto. Because of the KYC, the moment I touched any of those Bitcoin, I would be known, I would be at the very least charged allegedly with a whole bunch of shit, and I would never get to see my family again. I would live the rest of my life incredibly rich but on the run. Or until I got caught. And I decided the best thing to do was to just let it go. And then we watched Doozers and Astroblast and Caillou and shit like that. Even though she doesn't like that shit anymore. And that was also the summer when I remember she wouldn't clean her room, but she loved watching The Little Mermaid. So I showed her The Little Mermaid Part 2, but just like the beginning, and she was like, and then I turned it off, and she was like, and I was like, if you don't clean your room, I'm going to delete it, and you'll never see it again. And she cleaned her room like super fast, and then I let her watch it, and she was like mad at me because it sucked. I was like, I didn't tell you it was going to be good. I told you it was Part 2. Right? That was a time she figured out the difference between want and need. Uncle, could you get me some Chick-fil-A? I need it. You don't need Chick-fil-A, but I want it. All right, we'll get some Chick-fil-A. All right, anyways. What the fuck was I talking about? Pajogium. The fucking bullshit Tiffany got me involved in. Pajogium. And then, the fuck, the soul of soul, living and traveling in Korea. Oh wow, look at that, sports betting. I could make all that money back with sports betting. No, because I promised Everton Charlottesville not to do betting, not to do online gambling ever again, because it just gets really complicated. Stop giving me ads. I don't want to deal with ads right now. Just don't give me ads. Okay, so how much allowance will you? When I saw this, I got so pissed off. How much allowance will you give your husband after you get married? Allowance. Husband. Why were these two words in one sentence, I wondered. When you get married in Korea, you might get asked... Let's cut to the chase. Threw that on those fucking bouquet of flowers that withered. Like Tiffany's brain. A couple years ago, when I was working... Whatever the fuck. Why do Korean men get an allowance from their wife? In Korea, it's not. It's fucking hella uncommon in America. God damn it, stupid fucking. In Korea, it's not at all uncommon for the wife to control the finances. She runs the house. What the fuck is with these ads again? Stupid. I already deleted it. These stupid assholes. It reloaded the fucking ad. Oh, it's a new ad because I scrolled down. You fucking kidding me? They put ads in different parts of the page on purpose. They're putting that shit in the buffer, you stupid assholes. No, oh, you stupid assholes. Eevees isn't even this bad. In Korea, it is not at all uncommon for the wife to control the finances. She runs the household, she purchases the groceries, she pays for the children's after-school classes, and so on. Because of this, Korean men often have their paychecks deposited directly into their wife's bank account, because joint accounts don't really exist in Korea. Out of the paycheck, the wife usually gives 5 to 10% of that back to her husband as an allowance, which she can spend as he pleases, and this is why the husband's friends had asked me how much I would give him my new crew. Stupid sons of... Stupid fucking sons of... So, first off, we're not married. Yeah, I was... I don't want to... There's no point now. I was going to propose to that stupid bitch. Before... So, she did this, if I understand correctly. If we were to get married, allegedly, hypothetically, you know, why not? Let's just go play Russian roulette. You know, what could happen, right? So if I was to get married to Tiffany Wang, Young, Stephanie, whatever the fuck, Mi Wang, Mi Wang Young, whatever. Because my silver and my crypto is she's mad that all my assets can't be traced, is what it is. Like, she got mad. Like, look, I'll just say it like this. How many people do you know who, like, $100,000 goes south and they're like, oh, I'll get that eventually. You just better wait. Eventually they'll be hell to pay, and they just go about their day. And how many people do you know who do that? How many people do you know who do that? And then do you know why they do that? Normally it's because $100,000 isn't that much to them. So Tiffany is basically like, God damn it, I didn't get everything, I only got some. This is bullshit. How much does he have? This is bullshit. I can't control his finances this way. She doesn't understand the concept of compound interest. You don't accrue interest if you spend it. Fucking spendthrift. She just spends money. Just all the fucking time. And now I see, wow, these fucking Pajogium gifts on every... And she's so fucking social. She wants to buy everyone everything all the fucking time. She's like polite with everyone but me. I swear to God. Like, she's mad that I said she's 52 kilograms. I'm upset you stole my niece's money. Now, to get to that point. So if I understand correctly what's going on, her plan, see, my plan was to have a nice seafood dinner with that dumb bitch, a Tuscan dinner at an Italian restaurant, you know, and then like surf and turf type shit, but with like, you know, Mediterranean style. And then I was going to pop the question and all that bullshit, you know, because I'm a classy motherfucker and all that bullshit. That stupid bitch's plan was to steal my money, force me to marry her, and then my allowance would be my niece's money, which I give back to her. This is why I said she is a control freak. It's not, the point isn't that I can make $100,000 in 5 months. That's not the point. I can make it in 3 months if I really wanted to. I can make it in, well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. That's not the point. The point is that she did. There, the Secret Service might just be useless anyways. So I don't know. Like if that's, I wanted to do that anyways. Why the fuck did you do it this way? Whatever the fuck gets my niece her money back. Can we please hurry up with that part? Like whatever hoops you want me to jump through. That's why I told you just tell me the day before. All right? I don't really want to deal with this. Just you do whatever you have to do with all your stupid little friends and all. Don't piss me off though. Can't believe you made. I almost actually pulled in a contact I haven't talked to who owes me a favor in a minute about that pinky bullshit. You don't really understand. I probably shouldn't have gone off the deep edge about that shit, but some motherfucker. I thought she was stealing my money to like go with her. Stupid fucking whore. So apparently the even though all that, she's upset because I called her fat. I am so sorry. I called Stephanie Huang Mi Young, whatever the fuck, 52 kilograms. I'm so fucking sorry. All right, she's only 48 kilograms. So motherfucking sorry. Oh, everyone, please don't hold it against Tiffany that I said she's 52 kilograms. She's only 48 kilograms, everyone. Yay, Tiffany! Woo! Boss babe! Look, it's the ratio of her ass. She's tiny. So I know it's not like that big of an ass overall, but when you ratio it with like her size and her frame, it's like, dude, it's like the perkiest apple bottom in the world. It really is. It's just like really perky. But why do you, and like supposedly we're talking again and all that bullshit, but she's just being cunty and mad because I called her 52 kilograms. Like, at what point in time does my niece get her money back, please? You want it to go back to like poems and all that bullshit, then you have to give me $10,000 to give to my niece. Even when I give my niece back her $10,000 from me working and hustling and all that bullshit, you still owe me $10,000 from my niece. I don't know how else to say it. This was never about you taking my money. It was about you taking my niece's money, which was just leverage for you to get me to marry you or whatever the fuck you have planned. 'Cause I thought you wanted to go to like skiing or some bullshit. I thought you got mad at me because I was gonna go skiing with some friends and shit, or snowboarding or whatever the fuck. Well, I mean, I had to blow them off because stupid fucking. aespa is not B B side or whatever. They're not B class. They're super awesome A class, and I made AI art about them. Whoever said they're B classes, Winter is not B class. I gotta be honest, Winter is like my new crush because I think I actually was talking to her on Tinder for a minute, and then I'm pretty sure Tiffany made her stop talking to me. But if that really was Winter, she told me that she thinks I'm cute, and I think she's cute too, and now she's my new number one out of aespa. aespa. There you go. Out of aespa. It's spelled aespa. It's pronounced aespa. There you go. I still like Katrina too, but I kind of only realized Katrina existed because she was dancing with Tiffany, and she is also wicked hot. But Winter's my favorite out of them right now, That might change later, it might not. But Tiffany, you just... This still would have made more sense if you did it back when I had the $1 million. Why didn't you? What were you doing last 2 years ago? You were doing Chicago. Oh my God. The world had to stop because she was doing Chicago. I don't. I don't. I don't know what to say. I was gonna say something completely else about. I think I was gonna talk about like Tor and Silk Road shit and like how to evade the police and all that bullshit and all that bullshit. I just have a headache. I need to smoke a lot of weed, and I'm gonna go for a walk to Tropical Smoothie. And yes, to my sister who is not little anymore because we're all adults. You should have a shit ton of points because I've been using your Whole Foods card number, whatever the fuck. Because I'm not going to get one because I'm fighting the power. But if you have one, I'll go ahead and use yours to save some money. She's like, threatening. This is. I told you she snaps. Like, you better give me the babies. You better give me all the babies right now. She just snaps. She just snapped. There was just. I'm not going to LA. I'm not doing anything until my niece gets her money back. Alright? Now, something tells me I'm going to have to pay her back, and then I'll eventually get the money from Tiffany. But I'm not doing anything until my niece gets her money back. Okay? On a good month, increments of 20,000. Alright? On a bad month, it's like 10,000. So, hopefully we have a few good months coming up, and I'll have my Guardian Note back and everything, too. Because it's going to go back up, and I'll be a millionaire again. Because you just fucking waited another fucking... And she's like mad I don't want to give her my other crypto addresses. You don't want to tell me about your Ethereum wallet. You don't want to tell me how much AMP you have. Why the fuck would I want you to know that? I'm going to play some video games. Have a nice day.